matchup does not look bad. I just got hit doing nothing. Oh my god! Behind. I find it funny that people would point out that I'm making excuses when literally the game before I lost to a low diamond player and said I'm just playing against an extremely good opponent, and there's nothing more to say to that. But somehow I randomly would make excuses in the next match. How does that make any sense? I wanted to finish him off in a stylish way and I failed. That's it. I made a couple of really bad mistakes, by the way. I did not play this well at all. When he popped the second Aegis Reflector, that's punishable. And I'm not sure if he's ever got punished for that, so let's do that next time. This is fucked up. You do crouching light kick and then you get a 50-50 for the game. Yeah, okay. See that? No Seth, no winning. You want Necro? I think a lot of fan favorites, like if like a Street Fighter 4 fan favorite has not made it so far, I think that's gonna be in Street Fighter 6. Like Yoon and Yang, for example, Fei Long guaranteed. Fei Long guaranteed starting roster Street Fighter 6. How much you want to bet? Wait, who's Necro? Yeah, see? That's why he's not in the game. Ten wins, let's go. Yeah, thanks lag. No crosscuts for me. It's infuriating. This lag is unplayable. Come on, dude. Fuck this shit. That was unplayable. I hate it when I lose because of lag. That first round was literally lost because I didn't get a crosscut that I inputted. That's a mentality that you need to fix. But if you lose because it's laggy, then that's not something you can actually influence. And that's what will lead you to become salty, you know? And it's something I fully understand. I absolutely understand. Oh, wow. God of good. Oh, that was amazing. I'm not talking about whether third strike pairs are lenient. I'm asking, can you parry and guarantee a block after a parry attempt because of the 10 frame window that you get? Or is there some kind of rule that disallows you from blocking for a couple of frames? Okay, so then why in every single discussion people always point out that third strike parries were very skillful to use when you can challenge every block string for free without taking a risk? Because if you can't block after 10 frames, you can challenge every block string and walk forward and still block just in case your opponent does a delayed normal. G. Can't be G. Third strike is technically the more challenging game. I'm not talking about that. This is what I'm talking about. People always devolve into an argument whether third strike is the better game. That's not the question that I'm asking. When I'm talking about third strike parries, I'm asking about third strike parries. I'm not talking about what the more difficult or the better game is. I'm not talking about that. I'm not interested in a discussion. I did not play Third Strike. How the fuck would I know whether Third Strike is the better game? How? Why would I even want to have a discussion about that? All I want to have a discussion about is the fucking scrubs that call SF5 parries easy and mention Third Strike parries as being the second coming of Jesus. And then I have to explain to them that their favorite games, that their game that they so love, they have no idea what the properties of the moves are that they supposedly love. Just to expose them as fucking scrubs. That's what I'm interested in. I swear to God, how's we supposed to win? You know what really makes me angry about this whole thing? I know Street Fighter 6 will be a worse game than it could be because the community doesn't even know what they value. They have no idea why a game is good or bad. That's what gets me angry. They have no concept of the complexity of games and what they're actually valuing in them. Then they make up nonsense that is literally not true. They're gonna be like, oh, Street Fighter 5 parries? It's so easy. It's so easy. Third Strike parries? Those were the good times, you know? That was a high school parry. Actual neckbeards. Exactly. How are Third Strike parries harder to start out with? What does that even mean? What does that mean? Because I can get punished hard for pressing parry in Street Fighter 5, it's easier to use? Is it easier to get started with because I die when I use it? What's the argument? What do people mean when they say that? What's the barrier of entry in Street Fighter in Third Strike that makes it so difficult? I don't understand what you mean by that. It's because it's more lenient in Third Strike, it's the higher skill option. So by that logic, Street Fighter 5 combos are where it's at. Because what I learned is if combos are very lenient and impossible to miss, and then that's where the skill is at, right? Oh no, guess what? For that, for some reason, that doesn't happen to be true for that, right? I only read half of what you said, right? Third Strike came out today, Capcom would have patched those gimmicks out. Can you repeat it in a second? I first need to like teach EX Unspec the lesson in how to not play Ryu, you know? Oh my god, this is gonna be so satisfying to beat the shit out of this guy. I don't care. Oh, now you want to play the firewall game? Now you think you can play the firewall game? I'm being super mean to EX on spec, by the way. It's not necessary, I'm not really being for real. I went full neckbeard mode, you know? Maybe you're scaring me.
Final round. Fight.
Oh. I wanted to go for a stylish punish, but I didn't get it. I wanted to get the back hard kick as a stylish anti-air, and I died for it. Feels bad, man. Smurf. No, I just wanted to get a stylish punish there, and I missed it. Yeah, it taught him really well, right? That's what you get. He said no set, no winning. Yeah, but I'm playing like an absolute scrub right now, so let me take this seriously. The X on Spec knows he doesn't beat me if I play for real. Wow. Dude, this is a really difficult hit confirm. Good block. You know I was gonna be trolling here. That's okay. Let's talk about third strike pairs in a second, okay? Because there's nothing mechanically weird about third strike that would justify you thinking that third strike parries are somehow difficult to use. They're just an option that you have to consider way more seriously because they're easier to use and more effective. That's why you have to consider it. Sagen wir, Ryu und Ken haben die gleiche Block-String. Ryus Block-String wird ein anderes Parry-Window haben als Kens. Spielt keine Rolle, was das Parry-Window ist. Es ist einfacher als in Street Fighter 5, Punkt. Es geht mir nur darum, es ist mir völlig egal. Du kannst parryen anscheinend und gleichzeitig blocken. Das heißt, es gibt kein Risiko, das Parry da zu machen. Das ist ja dann dein Option Select. Du kannst in jedem Block-String ein Parry-OS benutzen dann. It's really interesting how this entire discussion got derailed with the third strike parries thing. I'm fascinated by this because people will, when I say third strike parries are easier than SF5 parries, which is debatable by the way, because it depends on what situation we're talking, right? People will bring up that third strike is a good game. Like, this is fascinating to me. It really is, Jimmy. If you take it for what it is and accept its bullshit, it would be fun. I'm fully aware of that. I'm not saying, like, I'm almost 100% sure Third Strike is a great game with very deep mechanics, and in fact, the parry implementation adds a big layer to it. It's a skill. It's a layer that is implemented because it changes the decision making. That's what my impression is, at least, right? So it's kind of funny because I don't even think Third Strike is a bad game. Let's say it's better than SF5 or any other Street Fighter. I don't really care that much. What I care about is the people who make crazy claims about Street Fighter 5 parries being incredibly easy, and they don't even realize when they were witnessing a really difficult parry, a more difficult parry than they would ever see in Third Strike, because that can happen in SF5. And then they're gonna be like, yawn, Third Strike parries, that's where the real shit is at. You know, like, Scrubs. Scrubs. And those are the guys that Capcom actually needs to listen to the most. You need visual indicators of skill. You need to have, in a big font, when something skillful happens, Capcom needs to add a skill message. Like, high skill. Just so the stupid viewer sees it and is going to be like, oh, that was a lot of skill, you know, because they can't see it otherwise. Like, there's a counter hit message, there's a first attack message, and I think in Street Fighter 6 they should add a skill message. High skill. Just for the guy that doesn't know how to use his brain, when he's watching it, he's gonna be like, oh, I'm a big boy. I'm watching a big boy game with big boy players that are doing big boy things. You need that. That's actually what one-frame links are about. This is why one-frame links are important. Because they're gonna see solar plexus into Crouching Fierce in Street Fighter 4, and they're gonna be like, oh wow, that's a lot of skill, you know? Hansberg, what the? Is that another 50 euro donation? What's up with the donations today? I gotta look up your message. Dude, thank you so much. God. By the way, I have no clue why I can still play Ibuki. I've not played Ibuki in a couple of months now. Oh wow, I missed. Playing like absolute garbage. Oh my god. Thank you so much for the 5 gifted subs. Very much appreciated. What was that?